All right, good morning, second grade students. Today for our reading comprehension paragraph, we are going to be reading on frogs. Frogs are amphibians. Amphibians live in wet places. Some frogs live in water all the time. Some frogs live on land that's near water. Some frogs live in trees. A few kinds of frogs dig homes under the ground. Frogs that live in or near water have webbed feet. They are good for swimming. Tree frogs have sticky toes. They are good for climbing trees. Frogs that live under the ground have pointed toes. They are good for digging. A frog's body is short and round. It has a large head and no neck. Big eyes sit on top of its head. They help the frog hide from hungry enemies. The frog can peek out of the water, but its head stays in the water. A frog has 4 legs. Its back legs are long and strong. They make the frog a good jumper. Its front legs are shorter than its back legs. The frog rests its front feet on the ground when it sits. Sometimes it uses them like hands. They can push food into its mouth. Frogs eat insects. A hungry frog sits very still until an insect gets close. Then the frog's sticky tongue zips out and grabs its dinner. Frogs eat snails and worms too. A frog doesn't drink like you do. Its skin lets water in. A frog's skin is smooth and wet. A toad is a kind of frog, but it has bumpy skin. Its skin is not as wet as the skin on other kinds of frogs. A frog begins its life as a jelly-like egg. A tadpole hatches from the egg. The tadpole has no legs. It looks like a fish. It has a long tail so it can swim. It has gills so it can breathe. The tadpole moves its tail from side to swim. It swims to look for food. Tadpoles eat tiny plants called algae. A tadpole's back legs grow first. Then its front legs grow. As its legs grow, its tail gets shorter. Lungs begin to grow too. Soon, the tadpole looks like a frog. The frog jumps out of the water to live on land, but it stays near the water. Frogs must live where they can get into water. All right, and that ends our reading comprehension paragraph for today.